This is Math 6.3. The learning target is to be able to find the value of expressions. You want to find the value of an expression using order of operations. So we just got done with the order of operations, PEMDAS. Uh, you have to use that. Now, I want to talk about a couple of things. We're talking about algebraic expressions. We know that a numerical expression all has numbers. Use the order of operations, you find the value. Algebraic expression, here's the definition. Algebraic expression has at least one variable and one operation. So when we're thinking about this, a variable is a letter that represents a number. So whenever you see like some sort of math problem and it has a letter like X or A or C, then you have an algebraic expression. Algebraic expression means that you have a variable. You don't know what it is. Could be any number, but it's a letter that represents some number. Just not sure which one. Okay? And one operation is the PEMDAS. Okay, so it has to have an algebraic expression has to have one variable, one order of operation. So let's look over here. I have some one-step. These are just one-step algebraic expressions that we're going to evaluate. We need to find the value. So it says here A is 6, B equals 4, and C equals 1/3. Okay, those are my three variables, A, B, C. Now I come to this problem. This is an algebraic expression, A plus 8. We can't do that because we don't know what A is, except we do know because it says up here. Okay, if we didn't know this, we wouldn't be able to. This is what we'd say, A plus 8. That's the answer. But because we know A is 6, we're going to plug that in right here, bring everything else down. 6 plus 8 is 14. So my answer is 14. Okay? So I'm putting the value of the variable where it goes and then doing the operation. So let's look at this. A times B. Whenever you see a dot, that means times, that you multiply those together. Down here you have 9C. There's no dot, but when they're touching like that, when they're next to each other, that's also multiplication. Okay, that's important to know. And I'm going to be moving more towards this. Instead of saying A times B, I'm going to be doing A dot B or just AB. And when they're next to each other, you know that's multiplication. You could also go A parentheses, they're next to each other. You're multiplying those together. Okay? All right, so we have AB. A is 6 times B is 4. Now, 6 times 4 we know is 24. So, there's my answer. Okay? 9C. 9 times C is 1/3. Okay? Now we have to remember how to multiply whole numbers to fractions. Remember, you need to make that 9 into a fraction times 1/3. And then when it's like that, you just go across. 9 times 1 is 9. 1 times 3 is 3. 9 over 3. It's an improper fraction. And we know that this is division. So 9 divided by 3, that comes out even as 3. So the answer is 3. Okay? These are all one step where you take the variable, plug it in, and you solve. There is two-step, and the reason why two-step, you need to know two-step, or we need to do two-step because we'll have many two-steps, or multiple step, but you got to follow the order of operations. That's the key here. Okay? Here we have D is 12 and E is 1/3. So I have 2 times D, which is 12, minus 5. Okay? Now I need to remember I have a multiplication here and I have a subtraction, PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So multiplication and division comes first. So I'm going to do that. So I do this first. That gets me 24. Bring everything else down, minus 5. And 24 minus 5 is 19. Okay, so my answer on that one is 19. This one, 50 minus 3d. 50 minus 3 times d is 12 and equals. Okay, so now I got to think about order of operations. I have subtraction, multiplication. MD comes before AS. So multiplication and division come first. So 3 times 12 is 36. And then I bring everything else down. So now we're talking 56 minus 13, and that equals 14. Okay? All right, last one. 9e squared, or to the power of 2. So 9, e is 1/3, so it's 9 times 1/3 squared. Okay, I have two order of operations here. I have 9 times 1/3, and I have 1/3 to the second power. So that's an exponent. So there's no parentheses, but I do the exponents next. So I'm going to do 1/3 times 1/3. And what I get is I get 1/9. All right? So I get 1/9. So now I've done this, and I bring it down 1/9, bring everything else. So it's 9 times 1/9. And if I make 9 into a fraction like that, then times 1/9. 9 times 1 is 9. 1 times 9 is 9. It's 9 over 9. And if I divide 9 by 9, it gets me 1 whole. So my answer is 1. All right, so that is how you evaluate expressions using the order of operations. Evaluate or find the value. All right, so just plug in the number. Once you find out what the variable is, plug it in, and then follow order of operations. And be careful, take your time, show your work, and good luck.